Today we will discuss the brief life of Emmett Till and what his life and death meant to our nation's history. Hi, I'm Travis. Welcome to my channel. In August 1955, Emmett Till from Chicago went to visit his cousins in Money, Mississippi. He and a group of teenagers went to a local grocery store. It was called Bryant's Grocery and Meat Market. This store was owned by Rob and Carolyn Bryant. This store sold items mostly to sharecroppers and black families. Some of the kids who were outside the store claimed they heard Emmett whistle at Carolyn while he was in the store. She later accused him of making sexual remarks and grabbing her. And as we will find out later in this story, that was a lie. A few days later, in the middle of the night, Roy Bryant and J.W. Milan, on August 28th, went to Emmett Till's uncle's house. They kidnapped Emmett from the house, and his cousin was in the room at the time that they took Emmett out of the room, demanding he put his clothes on. Till then was taken and brutally beaten by Roy and Milan and other members of the white community. He was then taken to the Tallahatchie River, shot in the head, and had a 75-pound fan tied around his neck and thrown into the river. His body was pulled from the water 3 days later. He was beaten so badly and decomposed, his family members could only identify him by the ring he had on his finger. After the murder, his body was shipped back to his family in Chicago. His mother, Mamie, while distraught, made a decision that would echo throughout our history. She decided that her son should have an open casket burial. She stated, "Let the whole nation see what they did to my boy." His body was displayed for 5 days at Robert's Temple Church of God in Christ. Thousands came to pay their respects and to see the violence and evidence that was inflicted on this 14-year-old boy. But what made this iconic was a powerful photograph that was taken of Mamie Till by David Jackson. This photo showed Mamie Hill gazing at her deformed son's mutilated body. The image was haunting, and what these men did to Emmett Till's face was absolutely horrifying. This gruesome photo was placed in Jet magazine next to photos weeks prior of Emmett Till in Chicago smiling and acting like a normal kid. This forced people to confront the terror that was subjected on Black Americans in the South and all over. On September 19, 1955, J.W. Milan and Robert Bryant were sent to trial for the murder of Emmett Till. All white jurors were selected. No black jurors were even recommended during this trial. The evidence and the testimony showed clearly that these two men were responsible for the murder of Emmett Till. But the jury deliberated for 1 hour and came back with the verdict, not guilty of both men for the murder of Emmett Till. The black community across the nation was devastated by this awful outcome. And in 1956, knowing they were protected by the double jeopardy, both of them admitted to the kidnapping and the murder of Emmett Till to reporters. In 2003, a new investigation was opened, and by then, both men were dead. They are now looking at a dozen other people that could have been involved in this horrible murder, including Rob Bryant's wife, Carolyn Bryant, who later admitted that she lied about Emmett Till grabbing her and even whistling at her. If you like anything I said, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Happy Black History.